I thought that was really cool, because why do you have to bring the second dumbest kid into it? That kid did his homework, man. He was trying. And one time this was in high school, so I guess it was like 90s at this point. I don't know if you can tell by my really manly physique, I was a cross-country runner and not a football player. So we were like playing football before practice one day, and I dislocated my finger. I was pointing straight up, and I went into the trainer for him to like fix it. And the captain of the football team, whose name was Sean Powers, because even as a baby, his parents knew he was going to be captain of the football team and a total dick. So they named him Sean Powers. He comes in, and he was one of those stupid kids that talked in like a voice that was like 2 octaves below Johnny Cash. It's like, yeah, dude, your testicles probably haven't even dropped. That shit's fake. And he comes in, and he's like, that's what happens when you play a man's sport. And I was like, oh shit, he's like challenging my alpha male sensibilities here. So I hit him in the face with my dick. And I was like, you need to do better. Some of you got it. Some of you are too drunk to remember where we said the first part of you need to do better. That's okay. I support that, Binghamton. No, it's cool. Anybody have kids? Oh, yeah, all right. How many kids do you have?
1.
1? 2. All right, good job. Up to 1.5 minutes. All right. 4. 4. Can anybody top 4? No. Okay. That's a little game I call Who Has the Weakest Pullout Game. Good job, Irish. You won. No, it's cool. It's cool having kids. I have 4 kids, obviously, too. So, it takes one to know one. And I have 4 kids. It's cool. You get to do a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally do if you didn't have kids as an adult, right? You get to play games that you never get to play. My kids are really into this game called Exploding Kittens. Have you played this card game? Yeah. No, I played it for the first time. I'm really competitive, so I won. And my court date's in 2 months. So. All right, Binghamton's a dog crowd. That joke is always a risk. It's also cool, you get to teach your kids stuff, you get to impart wisdom. I taught my kids the other day, actually not the other day, this is years ago. Time flies when you have kids too. It's pretty wild. I taught them what a Dutch oven is. Apparently some of you know. A Dutch oven is a cast iron pot with a lid. A Dutch oven is also when you fart a lot under the covers, and then somebody else comes to bed and opens them, and they get blasted with the hot air, right? Probably somebody who ends up divorcing you. Hypothetically speaking, for some of you. No, it's cool. And when they were little, they were sharing a bed, so one of them came into bed, and he opened the cover, he's like, dude, you English muffined the bed. I was like, man, I was so proud of both of them. That was awesome. And my daughter, she's older now, she's a teenager. I don't know if anybody else has like teenage kids, it's kind of wild. And she's really cool, but she started talking to me kind of meanly and disrespectfully. And I'm like, yo, honey, I'm your father. It's not appropriate for you to talk to me this way. This is only appropriate in daddy's romantic relationships.
Did you start with Leo?
Yeah. That's how I talk at home too, yeah. Yeah, I did this thing. My daughter wanted to do this program when she was like 13. It's called Girls on the Run. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Not a lot of running in Binghamton. Okay, I'm shocked. So there's this program called Girls on the Run, and it's girls who are like teenagers, and they're becoming women, and they meet friends and talk about women's stuff, and also do running. At the end, they do a 5K, right? But they were only going to be able to run it if they had 2 coaches, and they only had 1 coach. And I was like, well, shoot, like, can we run it if I volunteer? Like, isn't it going to be weird because I'm a dude? And they're like, no, you should do it, you should do it. Yeah, it was still weird. And anyway, I heard a lot of things. I got to learn some stuff about feminism, which I normally don't really give a shit about. Yeah, that joke doesn't play well in Ithaca. That was like bad. Yeah, I got to learn terms like mansplaining. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the term mansplaining. It's when a man explains shit kind of in a condescending manner, assuming everybody else is stupid. Yeah, I could go on, but maybe I won't. I feel like mansplaining gets a bad rap, right? Because every time a man has explained something to me, my life has gotten better. It's like, dude, here's how you can make more out of your 401k. Here's how you can change a truck tire. Every time a woman has explained something to me, it usually means my life is about to get a lot worse. Here are your issues. Here's why we can't be in a relationship. I want alimony. Like, nothing gets better when a woman explains something to me. It's bad. I don't even remember where I am in the set list right now. I'm gonna drink a beer. Fuck it. Seems to work for the rest of you guys. Beer pyramid back there. All right. No, it was cool. I realized why it's weird for a guy to be a coach of Girls on the Run. It's because Girls on the Run with women's coaches sounds like female empowerment, like yay. Girls on the Run with a male coach sounds like a Lifetime movie that's not going well for the girls. Yeah. In my defense, they all did get a lot faster that year, so that's cool. Yeah, back in the 80s, we had a euphemism for like, this area, we called it private parts, right? I learned that there's now a new euphemism for it. Has anybody heard it? Anybody? Stumping Binghamton? I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing that you don't know this. So, anyway, they call it the no-no square.
Oh, no-no square!
Yeah, right? Dude, I laughed for 10 minutes when I heard that. That's wild. It gets better, too. Because there's a song that goes with it. It goes, no, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. I don't think you're supposed to shake your ass when you do it. I added that. Yeah, that's giving mixed messages. And it's fine. It's fine. Whatever it takes to get kids not get molested, I'm behind that. That's great. I will say, when I heard about this, I realized my kids and I have very different problems because I have to devote significant amounts of time and resources to get people to touch my no-no square. Like, I need a really good song, like, oh God, please touch me there, I'll take you to dinner anywhere. If you have a better idea for that song, I'm all ears. I obviously need it. Good suggestions. I'm on, back on the dating apps. Anybody here on dating apps? No, you're just all super successful with relationships in Binghamton, New York. Heard a bunch of no's from Beer Pyramid back there. I'm a little suspicious. Okay, well, for those of you who are super successful in relationships or who are too old to have dating apps is like Facebook and Craigslist had an ugly baby. And for those of you who are too young to, or have too much money to know what Craigslist was, yeah, Craigslist was a internet classified ad thing that looked like it was designed like a serial killer's ransom note, right? And you would click on the thing you want, like a bicycle, and then you would email some weirdo, right? Like, hey, I really like your bike, can I buy it? And then 10 days later, you get an all caps response like, okay, sure. So then you'd correspond like 50 more times, and then you'd be meeting a weirdo at night at a Wegmans parking lot, and some genius had the idea like, we should meet our romantic partners this way. And that's what dating apps are. Yeah, you start seeing some wild shit on dating apps. It's pretty crazy. I saw one woman put on her profile, must be 8 inches and thick to ride. Yeah. I thought that was a pretty weird way to say I like black dudes.
Yeah.
But mission accomplished. Joke's on her, I was like, I got 1 out of 2, right. Swiping right means like, send it, right. So anyway, I took her to dinner at a hot dog stand. Apparently that's not what she had in mind. It's all good. I was talking to this one lady, and she was 44, and she looked like she was 30, so I gave her a compliment. I was like, wow, just so you know, women usually lie about their age to make themselves younger. I thought that was pretty smooth, right? That's as good game as I got, so that's all I have to work with here. And she's like, yeah, it's because I'm half Asian, I have really awesome skin, and I look like I'm younger than I am. And you guys aren't going to know this from looking at me, neither did she. I was like, oh, that's funny, I'm 4% Asian. True story. I was like, don't worry, it's only the part that takes SATs. Yeah. That's the joke that does well? God. Subtly racist Asian jokes. That's what Binghamton wants. Okay, cool. I mean, I figure I'm 4% Asian. Every 1 out of 25 jokes can be an Asian joke. It's fine.
Yeah,
go, send it.
yeah.
I have one friend, he's full Japanese, and he's super nice guy, like off the boat Japanese. But he's been here for like 20 years. And he got off the boat 20 years ago, okay? The joke still makes sense. Damn it. Now, anyway, he's like, Mike, it was really crazy. Somebody said some racist shit to me at a bar. It was a real eye-opening experience. And I was like, I don't think I believe you. Okay, comedians, Asian jokes. That's what does it in Binghamton. All right. God. Who knew? Who knew? Where the hell was I? Oh yeah, the Asian lady. That's how we got here. So, as I was talking to her, she's like, oh, you're divorced. You must just like hook up with women all the time. And I was like, clearly you don't know me that well. I just used my best pickup line on you, and it wasn't that good. Now, I was like, no, seriously, I don't hook up with chicks. That's just not who I am. And she's like, dude, why? Life is short. And I was like, yeah, life is short, but 8 inches is long. And she was, without missing even a fraction of a second, like I didn't think people could type that fast, she wrote, 8 inches is long only to some people. I was like, damn, that was cold and had unreasonably high expectations. Are you sure you're not full Asian? That was the end of the conversation. You guys like that joke way better than she did. No, it's crazy. Oh, Jesus. I had a girlfriend for a while. It was cool. I took her to a really romantic movie one night, John Wick. All right, so you guys have seen it. I'm gonna spoil just a little bit of John Wick, but it's like the first 5 minutes. So, John Wick is seriously one of the most romantic movies of all time. This guy is the best assassin in the world, but he leaves the trade for his wife, right? And they have the best 5 years together, but then his wife dies of cancer. But before she dies, she orders a dog to arrive right after she dies, so he'll have something to live for, right? But then some other bad people come and they kill his dog. And then there are 4 movies where he kills everyone in the whole world. He kills everyone. So anyway, I was taking her to see the super romantic movie. And on the way there, we see an animal like limping off the side of the road, and she was a big animal lover. She's like, oh my God, we gotta stop, we gotta stop. And we pull over, and it's a beaver. Yeah. I'm gonna have to mansplain some stuff so the next 2 minutes make sense for everybody. For those of you who are unfamiliar, beaver is common American slang for a female body part. Would anyone like to tell the audience what it is? It's a pussy? Okay. I was hoping you would say vagina. Vagina? Yes. I mean, technically, I think it refers to the vulva, if we're being real about it. I'm big about using the proper terms. So, I was very sexually frustrated for many years of marriage. So, I would read textbooks about sex, right? It's like becoming a scholar in a country you're not allowed to visit. It's wild. So I have like a compendium of knowledge. So anyway, yes, it is vulva, pussy, vagina, whatever you want to say. That's beaver. And so we pulled over, and the beaver was still alive, but it was hurt. And despite what presidents of the United States may or may not have said, beavers do not like it when you just grab them. Got to remember some news from 8 years ago to get that one. Yeah. So anyway, that didn't work out. And then we tried to get the beaver in a box, but that beaver did not swing that way. It was not impressed with the box. Eventually, we got the beaver in a bag for our protection. And we took the beaver to Cornell's Swanson Wildlife Hospital. Foreshadowing for the relationship, the beaver died. Yeah, that in the movies, that's called foreshadowing. This segment is brought to you by the J.L. Swanson Wildlife Hospital. Show us your beaver before it dies. Yeah. No, it's bad. And you know, I understand my relationships don't work. Like, I'm part Dutch. I don't know if you know this about Dutch people. They have this uncomfortable habit of saying exactly the truth. So, you know, at another time with Beaver Woman, we were in bed and she asks me, she's like, how would you rate my looks on a scale of 1 to 10? Yeah. Women, you should not ask this unless you have high self-confidence and like honest answers. Don't ask this to a Dutch man. I tried to like stick and move for like 10 minutes to get out of that question, but she was insistent. And the American part of me was like, dude, just pass the test, just pass the test, just fill in the right answer, just say it. The Dutch part of me was like, strive for accuracy. So I said 8. Right? He says, oof. You were like, eh,
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
About a 5. That's above average.
Right? 5 is average, everybody. 5 is average. 8 is like 2 standard deviations above the mean. Solid. Some of you are not acknowledging what I'm saying right now and look kind of grumpy. That's about the response she had too, yeah. I thought 8 was solid. I wouldn't even say I'm an 8. Like, I'm a solid 7 on a good day. Like, if Tom Brady is a 10, I'm Tom Brady post-divorce with a little bit of heroin. 7. I'm doing good with an 8. Yeah. And it's really bad. There was one time where I said something, this was really bad. I said the thing you're never supposed to say. I was at a wedding and I met this woman and I asked the question you should never ask a woman unless a baby is shooting out of her vagina, which is, when are you due? I knew as soon as my tongue hit the D sound in due, I'd made a horrible mistake. It, like, her face, it was like watching the planes hit the World Trade Center. Like, this shock and terrified and, yeah, confused, yeah. In my defense, nobody ever asked what she was wearing. I'm not trying to victim shame or anything, but she had a full, like, Christmas present bow on a dress that tied above her belly. I don't think you should do that if you're not pregnant. That was not fair. Yeah. I say horrible things. Yeah. It's fine. We're gonna move on. Jesus. So David booked me after seeing me for 7 minutes and was like, we should give this man an hour. I don't know if that was a good idea. Oh, holy shit. I did grow up, I've actually never talked about this on stage. We're going in totally dry here. We've never practiced. I grew up in a cult.
You know one of those.
Really? Which one?
My sister's husband.
Which one?
I don't even remember what it was called.
Give me some defining characteristics. I can probably name it.
It's a black.
It's a black cult.
Like
Very
African.
incredibly bad.
Oh, like African? Not experienced in that one. Yeah. I could probably try to apply. I don't think I would get in.
They thought the goddess came down from space. And
Goddess came down from space. All right, so it's like black Mormons. Okay, cool. Awesome. Oh, I love it. No, it's cool. I was going to call it was like Christian based, but it was like too Christian, right? There's like the right amount of Christian. There's like, let's not do coke off of hookers. Like that's like good Christian. And then there's like, you say the word Jesus like it's two separate words. Like Jesus, you know. That's a little bit too Christian. Ours was very different though. It's actually started by an Asian guy. It was very progressive, right? And it had some crazy